Alright guys, welcome back to Golazo España. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the latest news concerning Real Madrid. I've read today's Spanish football dailies for you. I've made some notes. I'm going to go over them with you. Hopefully I won't butcher the names too much. You know what I'm like. If it's not Jack Daniels or John Smith, I tend to struggle a little bit with names, and that's even when discussing the Premier League over on Cop Talk TV. With the Spanish football, it's even harder. So, what should we start with? Let's start with Kylian Mbappé, the made man himself. He's emerged as the natural leader of Xabi Alonso's team, according to Marca today. Since arriving a year ago, he's led with humility and patience rather than ego. I don't know about that. He now sets the tempo for the dressing room, guiding younger players while still delivering on the pitch. 7 goals already this season. Alonso himself admitted Mbappé is a leader by personality, experience and influence. Despite scoring 44 goals last year, Madrid missed out on the Champions League, but Mbappé is determined to make that his next big conquest. Next, Xabi Alonso addressed questions about his substitutions. We're talking about Vinícius. He was annoyed at being taken off against Espanyol, but Alonso downplayed it, saying his changes are natural and nothing to make a fuss about. He also insisted there will be moments for everyone in the squad as the season progresses. Another issue for Alonso is the refereeing statistics. According to data highlighted by Real Madrid TV, opponents only see a yellow card once every 16 fouls, while Madrid players are punished almost every 6 fouls. Against Espanyol, the contrast was clear. Espanyol committed 20 fouls with no yellows. Madrid made 10 and received 2. Alonso was asked about this imbalance, and while he joked, "The numbers are the numbers," he refused to go further, careful not to criticise openly. On Vinícius, his future, his agent, Federico Peña, was in Madrid yesterday for a meeting with director José Ángel Sánchez. This was at Valdebebas, Real Madrid HQ. Talks have been lined up since the summer about extending his deal, which currently runs until June 2027. But the timing is sensitive, as the player is no longer an automatic starter under Alonso, with Rodrigo competing for his left wing spot while Mbappé leads the line. The club want him to stay, but Madrid, as with Cristiano Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos before, won't go beyond their financial limits. And with the agent being in town, the media yesterday were trying to suggest, it's because, he's not getting game time. But apparently this was a long scheduled meeting. Now, AS, they have fresh updates on Jude Bellingham. The England international has re-entered the equation and is even pushing for a starting spot. Alonso now has the luxury of Bellingham and Eduardo Camavinga both back from injury, with the possibility of using Bellingham just behind Mbappé in a 4-4-1-1 system. Now, Real Madrid are in action this evening away at Levante, who currently sits 16th in La Liga. Kick-off is at 9:30 local time. Levante come into the game with 4 points from their last 6, including a big 4-0 win at Girona. Their young squad is led by coach Julian Calero, who has strong Madrid connection from his past work in La Fabrica. The standout threat is Cameroon forward Etta Eyong, who's made a stunning start with 4 goals in just 2 games. There's also an interesting piece about the city of Buñol, home of Levante's training ground, which has become an unexpected breeding ground for Real Madrid talent. Juan Martinez, Jesus Fortea, Chema Andres all developed there before moving to Madrid. Now, it says here that Juan has been tipped as a future first-team centre-back. Chema was sold to Stuttgart, but Madrid retained 50% of his rights. And Fortea is already been spoken of as a natural successor to Dani Carvajal. That Fortea is a very good player. I've seen him. He's good, guys. Listen out for him. More recently, Madrid also brought in Aitor Gandia and Hector Montero from the same setup. Buñol has become something of a semillero, a nursery for Madrid's academy. And finally, an interview with former Levante midfielder José Campaña. At 32, he's currently without a club after more than 300 professional games and a Spain cap, but he spoke warmly about Levante ahead of their clash with Madrid. He admitted his dream would be to return to Sevilla before retiring, but praised Levante as a team with youth, heart and soul that can stay in the top flight. Campaña also had some strong words on Madrid. He highlighted Dani Ceballos as underrated, suggested Rodri would be the ideal missing piece in midfield, and said Vinícius is no longer the force he once was, possibly eclipsed by Mbappé. And that, my friends, sums up today's roundup, really. So Mbappé leading by example, Alonso calm over rotations and referees, Vinícius renewal talks, his agent's in town, obviously, Bellingham back in contention, Levante ready for tonight's clash, and Buñol producing Madrid talent, and José Campaña giving his verdict. All right, so that gives you a rough idea of what's been said in the Spanish papers today regarding Real Madrid. Now, I don't think I butchered it too much with the words there, do you? No? I think we did all right, didn't we? All right, so I'll leave it with you. And if you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment if you've got anything to say. It really helps the channel. You know, if you want to see more content from me, then please comment, please thumbs up the channel. It shows interaction. I like that. YouTube likes that. And it's just good for us all round, because if people don't interact, I think I'm wasting my fucking time. Do you know what I mean? All right, guys, the channel's not monetized. I do this because I enjoy it. There are ways of supporting the channel. You can obviously subscribe, thumbs up and comment, but I think there's ways you can support the channel in the video description as well. All right, guys, that's your Real Madrid roundup for today. I'm going to move on to Barcelona next, and then I will do a general roundup of the other La Liga clubs.